Welcome inside Children's Arena as we get set for a contest between Ohsweken and Whitby. It's game 2 of the day. Whitby starting shorthanded. Delay game penalty start this contest out as Ohsweken brings it up the floor. The Bears cross center look to set things up here. Dropped off by Costello. Setting up on the power play now early are the Bears. Played up to the top of the house. Winding and firing there. Strong save from Caleb Martin as he closes things up on that ball and then sends the ball up the floor. Spin move by Trent Boyd. He keeps moving forward. Gets a shot stopped by Austin Patty. And quickly back the other way, the Bears. Cross center. Dan Krotowski. He drops it off, heads off for a change. Now controlled at the top of the house, it's Gate Abrams. Works a give and go. Has support now, gets it back up top, winds, fires. That one just grazes the post, resets the clock, and the ball gets to center, just held in by the Bears. They'll work it back the other way now. Full reset on the clock, 44 seconds to go in the power play. Played down low. Abrams sends it across. That shot misses wide. A battle in behind, and it's controlled by Whitby. The Steelhawks, 33 seconds to kill now. Brought across center by Joel Lidstone. He kicks it back. Trent Goodchild works in onto the half wall, back to the middle. Goodchild sends it across the zone. Lidstone works in, grabs a shot. The bouncer is stopped in front by Patty and brought back the other way. One last rush on the power play for the Bears as it's carried across center by Kane Kettle. He'll drop it off. Anthony Patterson sends a shot wide, back to even strength here after the Steelhawks start things short-handed. Now Rowan Kelly, or Quinn Highland rather, racing onto that ball. Missed it, and the Bears are able to work it back the other way. Some time and space to work with as they approach center. Krotowski sends it across. Now driven in by Lucas Beaver. He kicks it back. The shot goes just high, scooped up by Whitby. They got a couple players streaking, bouncing ball across the center. Numbers down the floor for the Steelhawks. That bouncing shot misses wide, goes up and out of play. That was Scott Edwards with the opportunity there for Whitby. He'll head off for a change. Fresh legs out on the ice for the Steelhawks in the defensive zone. Now brought into the middle. Sent back towards the boards. Into the corner it goes, back into the slot. That pass misses the mark. A bouncer in behind, a chance for the Bears, and crease call on the play. Lucky for Whitby as Caleb Martin has to scramble back to his crease to try and prevent a goal. Riley McKinnon works it up top, then heads in deep. Now played off the boards. Into the middle. Pass missing the mark. Over and back called. And the Bears are going to get things started from their own zone now. Whitby completes their changes. Set up defensively now. Gillespie plays it up top. Dalen Burning then sends it over towards the Whitby bench. Now back in for a shot. Good save from Caleb Martin. He takes a peek up the floor. He's got a man streaking. It's Riley McKinnon. McKinnon driving in, shooting. It's stopped by Patty. Screen in behind by Patty as he creates some space. And the Bears are able to get it up the floor clean. Fake shot and setting things up now. As it skates Abrams walking in. He's got a lane. Trips one off the bar and in the net. Beauty goal from Gates Abrams opens the scoring here. Looked like he was going to shoot from the outside, hesitated, and then drove, and an impressive reach. Sneaks that one past Caleb Martin. Ohsweken is up 1-0 here. 10:56 to play in the opening quarter. Ball bounces into the corner. Ohsweken creating some good pressure. Whitby's able to collect the ball, regroup, and get down the floor now. Down into the corner. Ducking in and ducking out was Nikolai Ferris. Sends the ball wide. That bouncer just misses. Now a scramble in behind the net. Whitby comes up with the ball once again. Good battle down low. Steelhawks bench loving that effort. Now another shot from the outside. That's Ferris bouncing one off of Patty. Collected by the Bears now. They work across center. Anthony Patterson cuts into the middle. Contested down low. He's forced into the corner. Played back up top. Dalen Burning. Played into the boards. Passes it across. Now down low. A chance to save. Caleb Martin standing tall in the crease. He looks up the floor immediately, and it's Quinn Highland with speed the other way. Highland bounces one. Stopped by Patty, and the rebound fought over in the high slot. Collected by the Bears now. They keep moving back the other way with speed. Ball bouncing around in the neutral zone. Played forward off the hop. The Bears settle things down. Waylon Abrams sends it across. It's Gates Abrams now driving, and he gets his second of the contest. Just quick hands from Gates Abrams, and he slides that one home. Two 2-0 Ohsweken early. Peyton McIntosh and Adam Peroni on the draw. It's Ohsweken with possession. One man in deep. He kicks it back and awaits support. Carried out of the corner by Patterson. And then grabbed by Whitby. They'll work it back up the floor. Darius Anderson sends it back up top. Joel Lidstone. Back into the corner. A lot of movement from the Steelhawks as they try and find a man sneaking towards the net. That was Nikolai Ferris going for it, but he couldn't grab a pass. Now the Bears pick it up and carry on down the floor. Gillespie sets up down low, swim move, drives towards the net, thinks better of it, and turns back into the corner. Eddie Faraday checking him closely. Back up it goes to Gates Abrams. Then a shot is collected by Caleb Martin. He's got his head up and works it down the floor quickly into the stick of Matt Boissonneau. Boissonneau drops it off for Harrison. Brad Harrison skipping into the zone. He's got a man in behind the net, cutting into the middle, looking for a lane. That shot misses wide and bounces all the way back down the floor. It'll be Bears ball in Steelhawks territory. 7:55 to play here in the opening quarter as Burning holds onto the ball. The Bears set things up down low. Burning gets it back. That one grazes the crossbar, reset there. And now the ball's going to bounce back across center. It'll be Steelhawks ball. Well, they're saying that Whitby got their stick on the ball, so no over and back called. Patterson. Stick in the middle of the floor, passes it for Abrams. That shot stopped by Martin. 3 shots from Abrams now, 2 have gone in. A strong defensive play there from Anthony Patterson, sending a man down to the floor. Takes a penalty afterwards, however, as the battle continued, and now the Steelhawks will go to the power play. That was Cody Hamley digging away for that ball, who drew the penalty for Whitby. 7 minutes to go in the quarter, and Whitby on a power play down 2. Goodchild plays it up top, gets it back, inching towards the net. Back up top it goes, Pfeiffer. Now a scramble back onto the loose ball collected by Trent Boyd. Boyd skips, plays it forward. That bouncer shot stopped by Patty. And a good defensive effort there, and the Steelhawks get the ball back. Played back towards center. The Bears get a stick on it. 22 seconds on the shot clock. A minute 20 to go in the power play. Played up to the top of the house, Pfeiffer. Dishes it off. That shot from in close. Goodchild is stopped there by Patty. Whitby's able to corral the rebound, fresh 30. Pfeiffer directing traffic from the top of the house. He gets it back, steps in. Another strong save from Patty, redirects the rebound into the corner. Pfeiffer takes a check, drops it off back into the corner. Worked at the side of the net. Big block in front from Kane Kettle. Whitby gets it back, 15 seconds on the shot clock, driving through, and that shot goes over to the net. Tyler Goodchild driving the lane. Whitby gets it back, an attempt to dunk that one from in behind. That's going to count as a shot, went off the crossbar. Trenton Boyd trying to jam that one home, and now a turnover for Nikolai Ferris. He's going to drive, and there's another strong save from Austin Patty, standing tall in between the pipes. 15 seconds to go in the kill for the Bears. They've got 25 on the shot clock. Looks like they're going to escape this one scot-free. Back to even strength as the fifth runner steps out onto the floor. They score. James Whiteford bounces one 5-hole on Caleb Martin. 3-0 Bears with 4:57 to play in the opening quarter. McIntosh and Bossino on the draw. Bossino driving forward with his body. He's able to scoop it up in the air. Picked up by Whitby. Devin Pfeiffer gains center, lets the changes happen, and then drives into the offensive zone. Picked up by Harrison. He sends it in deep, sets a screen as the Steelhawks drive it to the far side. Getting it back now is Harrison. He's checked closely, still holding onto the ball somehow. He has to force it in deep, and Kane Kettle picks it up for the Bears. Brought up the floor by Ohsweken, now in the hands of Gates Abrams. 2 goals on the evening already, sends a pass through the seam. That misses the mark, but the Bears are still able to recover the ball. 10 seconds on the shot clock. Whiteford sends it into the court, but possession awarded to the Steelhawks. Here's Goodchild. Trots across center. Takes the ball in deep. Goodchild dances around a screen, sends it to the far side, and gets it right back. Takes a look at the man curling, driving through the pass. No shot there as it falls out of the stick of the Steelhawks player. Back the other way come the Bears. Pickpocket from Nikolai Ferris, the second time he's done that this game. Getting back on the ball. He'll carry it back into his own zone. Pfeiffer controlling things from up top. Sets a screen, and the drop-off didn't quite work out as Joel Lidstone looked for the ball in return. Now a battle down low. 2 Steelhawks, 3 Bears going at it in the corner. It's now brought free by the Bears. 3 minutes to play here in the opening quarter as the Bears drive it deep into the zone. Battle between 2 big bodies there as Rowan Kelly and Dylan Gillespie go at it. Now the ball brought back across center. Scott Edwards played up top. Shot stopped and somehow held at the line by Austin Patty, who had to look over his shoulder and knock that ball down. It was heading across the goal line. Brought in calmly by Anthony Patterson. He steps around a screen, looks for a shooting lane. That one was labeled top corner. Yes, it went in. First of the game for Anthony Patterson, and it is 4-0 Ohsweken. Two and a half minutes to go here in the opening quarter at Children's Arena in Oshawa. And off the draw, the Bears come up with it, but just briefly as the Steelhawks are able to take it back. Boissonneau sends it across. Now setting things up in the offensive zone, the Steelhawks look for a lane. That's sent into the corner by Lidstone. Pass back through misses Ferris. He gets the bouncer off the wall, then sends it back across while driving the lane. Now it's Lidstone. Kicks it back into the corner. That shot bounces to the net, and right on the doorstep is Lidstone. He gets on the board, and it's 4-1. Just good pressure there from Whitby. They answer back with a goal 28 seconds after the Bears made it a 4-0 lead. Nice little dose of momentum, perhaps, for the Steelhawks. They'll drive it right back in off the draw, and somehow sweeping another one off the line was Austin Patty. Great instincts there. Blake Dunford sends it in deep. Good spin, sharp move. But it's played back up top. The Bears controlling things. Whiteford passes it across. Bouncing ball goes off a man. Foot race back the other way. The Steelhawks will get on top of it as James Malloy. He's going to let the changes happen. No panic there, just settling things down. Now moved towards the net by Trent Boyd. He dishes it off. That one through the seam. Jeff Fernandez plays it back across. Looking for a shooting lane, but Patty up to the task once again, squeezing that one. Kettle drops it off, and Abrams carries it into the zone. Final minute to play here in the first quarter. Now Anthony Patterson plays it back up top. Long shot handled by Martin. Brought forward now by Whitby. Quinn Highland settling things down, passes it back up top for Goodchild. Goodchild worked out of the corner, played up top for Ferris. A lot of ball movement here from the Steelhawks. Through the seam, quick stick, that one misses wide. Now a hard hit, and that's impressive that Sturgis Sundown was able to stand up to that contact. 20 seconds remain in the quarter. Matching the shot clock. The Bears are going to pull their goalie and get an extra runner out on the floor. Pass through the seam. That shot misses wide. And Patty's going to have to return to the net as Whitby has the ball to bring it up the floor with 4 seconds to work with here. They're just going to drive it and try and get a shot. They do so. What a save for Patty. Knew exactly where the ball was going. 4-1. After 15 minutes of action between the Bears and Steelhawks. We'll be back with the second quarter. Okay, the equipment issue is sorted out for Austin Patty, and we're set for the second quarter here with the Ohsweken Bears leading the Whitby Steelhawks 4-1. And Ohsweken's going to come out with possession off the draw. Just quickly get it up the floor, get their offensive unit set up, and it's Whiteford. Passes it into the corner. Works off of his pass and drives towards the net. Hard defense from the Steelhawks as they fire the Bears player into the corner and then down to the floor. That was a rough ride for Dallin Burning as Devin Pfeiffer was all over him. Now Pfeiffer works it across, center drops. He takes a hard chop himself as he plays it up top for Joel Lidstone. Lidstone, the lone goal scorer for the Steelhawks. Sent down low. Reset, but the rebound controlled by the Bears. Kettle, his pass misses the mark. It's picked up by Whitby, but Liam Osborne can't get a shot on net. He jumps back on the ball in the corner, and here's Whitby with the ball. Weller controlling things. He sends it up top for Peroni. A penalty coming up here against the Bears. Extra attacker on the floor for the Steelhawks as it's Pfeiffer backpedaling before passing it across. Lidstone for Pfeiffer. Looking for the return. 3 seconds on the shot clock. They send it in deep. Stopped by Patty. Great job moving the ball around the offensive zone there from the Steelhawks, but nothing coming from it. They'll get a chance here on the power play to try and change that. A lot of chatter going on, but I think we've got it sorted out now. Yes. 5-on-4 here. 13:30 to go in the half. Legal substitution was the call on the play. Worked around up top by Whitby. Pfeiffer sends it back across. That shot stopped by Patty. The rebound goes into the corner. Good body positioning there from the Steelhawks, and they're able to win the ball back. Worked around up top. Pfeiffer inches forward. That shot clangs the post. Rebound goes into the corner. It's Goodchild scooping it up for the Steelhawks. Back up for Pfeiffer. He takes a whack, but dishes it off for Ferris. Ferris sends it down low. That's Liam Osborne. Worked across the seam. That shot stopped by Patty as he closed up that top corner, short side. A minute to go in the power play. Pfeiffer holding, sends it into the corner. Goodchild now works it back up top. Goodchild for Pfeiffer. Winds and shoots, stopped by Patty. Loose ball scooped up by Whitby. A chance in front, and another huge save from Patty as he steps across with the left shoulder. 40 seconds remain in the power play. Pfeiffer works it down low. Goodchild sends it up top, stopped by Patty as it was Boyd with a shot from the top of the crease. Now the ball played to center and carried across. It's the Bears. They'll try and do what they can to kill off the clock. Played in front, stopped by Martin. And the rebound picked up by Ohsweken. They'll be able to kill off the remainder of this penalty. 5 seconds until we're at even strength here, so the Bears are just going to wait this out. Back to 5-on-5. Whiteford works off a screen and has a lane for a shot. Big stop and control of the ball from Caleb Martin as he just launches it up the floor. Now it's Osborne, sends a shot wide. A second chance. That one hits the post and bounces all the way down the floor. Whitby already set up in the offensive zone as they bring it forward. Joel Lidstone cuts into the middle, fakes to the outside, and pulls off in the corner. Now Pfeiffer looking for a shot through. That one missing wide. Bounces over to the other side, picked up by Ferris. Ferris up top. Lidstone looking for a lane shot, stopped by Patty as he scoops that one up with the stick. Great positioning there from the Bears goalie. A loose ball sent back into the Bears zone. They're able to collect it and work it up the floor. It's Alex Henry holds, sends it through. The ball's bouncing around before it's eventually grabbed by the Steelhawks. And a hard hit there as Henry sent a Steelhawks player down to the floor. Now picked up by Whitby. Carried into the zone by Darius Anderson. 10 minutes to go here in the half. As Trent Boyd sends it through the seam. That's disrupted by the Bears. And Austin Patty will play it up near side. Dane Kettle works it forward. Krotowski waiting for something to develop. He just sends it across. Whiteford has a man streaking. That pass missing the mark. Catches the top of the stick and goes up and out of play. So the Steelhawks drive it back up the floor. Complete contrast to the game we had earlier today between the Timbermen and the Outlaws, which was a shootout the entire time. The top of the house, that shot squeaks through by the net before the Bears are able to corral it and stride up the floor. D'Amico sends it in deep for Gates Abrams. Abrams tiptoeing his way around the crease, sends it up top, that one catching the bar and going out of play. Going to be brought out of the corner by Waylon Abrams. He's got Kolodka, Tyler Kolodka, looks back across, Abrams forced into the corner, backhand pass goes across the seam, and now Waylon drops it off. Kolodka's shot misses wide and bounces back down the floor. That was going to go past the Steelhawks bench before it is picked up by Devin Pfeiffer. Pfeiffer moves it up to the top of the zone and then turns right back against the grain. He finds Ferris. Ferris dishes it off and drives. Now back up top it goes. Goodchild. He sends it through, looking for the quick stick. There was Liam Osborne, but he couldn't get the stick on it. So Krotowski will bring it up the floor once again. Dropped off for Whiteford. Shot stopped by Martin. And the rebound picked up by the Bears. They'll maintain possession here. Fresh 30 to work with. Whiteford holding on to it and trying to find a lane towards the net. He's checked closely. He'll drive to the outside. Look back outside. Swim move, and he drives it down low. Now Abrams is checked away from the ball, bouncing off the shot, and the Steelhawks have it. Riley McKinnon, his shot misses wide, and the ball bounces out of play. It's going to be Whitby ball. Driving through with a shot right in the chest. Trenton Boyd fires one through, but then on the doorstep to clean up the garbage, Brett Harrison. Cuts the lead to 2 as the Steelhawks pick up their second of the game. .7:20 to play in the half, and Whitby comes up with the ball off the draw. Driving through is Adam Peroni. Peroni back across for Lidstone. Lidstone lets the changes happen and awaits an outlet. He's going to cut it up top, send it down low, and there it is for Tyler Goodchild. 4-3 now. Whitby finally able to connect on one of those quick set plays. Instead of it bouncing off the stick, it's into the stick and then the back of the net. Hard battle off the draw. It's forced into the Bears zone. Now loose ball, scooped up in front. Patty up to the task. That was Rowan Kelly working hard to turn that ball over. And then generating an opportunity out of it. Passed into the middle. Behind the back shot, catches the post, and rebounds back out into the neutral zone. Hard impact there as well as Quinn Highland keeps on moving forward. Highland checked closely by Blake Dunford. He drops it off and gets a change. Up top it goes. Into the corner. Hesitation, spin back from Pfeiffer. Looking for a lane now. That shot misses wide and bounces towards the bench. Now loose ball is scooped up by Krotowski. He's in all alone. Scores! Dan Krotowski grabs his first of the contest. And that makes it 5-3 Bears. Boissonneau digging away on the draw. He pulls the ball free. Rowan Kelly steps through and drives the lane. Tries to drop it off, but that ball misses the mark. Still, the Steelhawks have it. Boissonneau, check closely, has to spin away from a check and reevaluate things. Joel Lidstone sends it into a corner, switches off. Now carried off the boards and in behind the net by the Steelhawks. It's Goodchild. Working off of a check. It's played up top. Lidstone's shot stopped by Patty. Rebound picked up by Whitby. Fresh 30 to work with now. Ferris sends it into the corner, then drives it in deep. Osborne awaiting the return. Well, possession awarded to the Bears as they'll bring it back the other way. Henry sends it in deep, looking for Abrams. That one just out of his reach. Now Whitby's going to work it up the floor quickly. That bounce pass, a little bit too hot to handle. Good strip, though, on the way back against the grain from John Weller. Krotowski works it into the corner. It's Abrams backing his way in. Good active stick there from Weller. Breaks that pass up. The Bears come up with it. They're going to roll it down the floor as the shot clock was expiring. 4:30 to play here in the first half. Picked up by Peroni. Trots across center, deep into the zone. Works off of Lidstone. Lidstone passes it in. Shot stopped by Patty. Rebound, and it's collected by the Bears. They play it in deep. Good back pressure from Lidstone to get on the play and prevent the Bears from having a great opportunity on that rush. And now Lidstone disrupts a pass. It's brought back the other way by Whitby. Trouble as they cross center as the Bears are standing tall. Now it's Darius Anderson working the ball into the corner. He's checked closely by Patterson. Sent across the zone now in front as Lidstone tries to find Anderson. The ball goes into the corner. 6 seconds on the shot clock as a play blown dead. And a penalty going against Whitby. I believe an illegal substitution was called on the play. So with 3:28 to go in the half, the Ohsweken Bears head to a power play up 5-3.
Whitby bench finder for illegal substitution. Bench finder for illegal substitution.
Gates Abrams is going to start things off at center with the ball. Quickly drops it off and trots into the zone. Abrams gets it back, working the shooter's corner. And he'll shoot and score. Third of the game. That one looked too easy for Gates Abrams. Just business as usual for Gates Abrams as he walks off the floor. So 6-3, 3:17 to play in the half. Only 11 seconds needed on that power play for the Bears to get one in.
Ohsweken, power play goal, scored by number 77.
Bossino drags that ball loose off the draw. Eventually it's picked up by the Steelhawks. It's Rowan Kelly driving back up the floor. He's got Sturgis Sundown right on his back, so he'll turn it back up top. Bossino sends it into the corner. Whitby getting their changes in now as they set up in the offensive zone. Here's Goodchild. He works it in deep and drives the lane and creates some space. Now Pfeiffer steps in, steps out, sends it across. Quick stick, just misses. Austin Patty scoops it up, drops it off near side, and the Bears will bring it up the floor. Good move up top to create some space from Blake Dunford. Now it's Whiteford, pressed up top. He's got Abrams. Abrams gets a shot through. That's stopped by Caleb Martin. Rebound goes into the corner. It's controlled by the Bears. Played up top once again, looking for a shot stopped by Martin. Now it's Waylon Abrams firing that ball. Now it's loose and bouncing towards the Bears bench. Chance in deep, stopped by Martin. Rebound scooped up by Whitby. They'll advance down the floor. Darius Anderson walks into the middle, shoots, stopped by Patty. Rebound picked up by Whitby. They'll control things with a fresh 30 and a minute 45 to play here in the half. Sent deep into the corner now. Here's Peroni. Working it in deep, looking for an outlet in the slot. Works it down low, now has Boyd. Boyd plays it back up top, where it's controlled by Anderson. Now brought around. That shot from Harrison is handled by Patty. A minute 20 to play here in the half. Kwiatkowski sends it in deep, a chance in front. That's Waylon Abrams. His shot misses wide, and Whitby's just going to turn it back up quickly. Man in all alone, it's John Weller. Weller winding, firing, toe save from Austin Patty, and the rebound picked up by the Bears inside the final minute here. Highland standing tall at center floor, trying to prevent the Bears from advancing. Eventually they get across. Now played up top. The Bears creating a lot of traffic as that shot hits a body in front and goes into the corner. Lucas Beaver, his shot handled by Martin, and the rebound is scooped up by Whitby. It's brought forward now by Bossino. Drops it off up top. 3-second discrepancy between the shot clock and the game clock as Osborne works it into the corner. 3 more seconds on the game clock at this point in time. Played up top. Controlled by Whitby. Quick give and go, it's Lidstone working it down low. Osborne trying to sneak one through. It's a big save from Austin Patty. Picked up by Whitby. Final second, and Osborne's shot misses wide. At the conclusion of 30 minutes of action, 6-3 the score as the Bears lead the Steelhawks here at Children's Arena in Oshawa. We'll be back for your second half. All right, we're all set for the second half of action between the Ohsweken Bears and Whitby Steelhawks. 6-3 the score as the Bears lead the way. I'm Dan Malta, happy to have the call this evening at Children's Arena in Oshawa. First half kind of ticked along, not a lot happening in terms of scoring, obviously, but pretty solid game. Not a lot of mistakes from either team. Great goaltending at either end at this point in time. Now Whitby working things around the zone. Big block there from Kwiatkowski as he steps in the way of a ball. Now off-speed shot bounces over Austin Patty. He'll drop it off into the corner. And now Kwiatkowski spins away from a check and brings it forward. Taking a few chops from Ferris before he's able to get it into the zone. Now the Bears setting things up offensively. 6 seconds on the shot clock. They get one on net. It bounces back down the ice. Floor. Sorry, it's the second time. I caught myself with that one today. Now grabbed by the Steelhawks. It's Weller, makes a move to the outside, scores, 5-hole. John Weller makes it 6-4. McIntosh and Boissonneau dueling on the draw once again. McIntosh successful in that one. Worked up the floor quickly. Big save from Caleb Martin as he fires out that right hand to block the ball. Boissonneau chips it forward into possession of Rowan Kelly. He sends it across. Ferris's shot missing wide, and Ferris can't get up on the ball as it bounces over him. Over and back called on the play. The Bears will set things up in the offensive zone with a fresh 30 to work with here. Brought out of the corner by Burning. Burning spins away from a check. Sends it through the seam. Back in front, and no shot coming from that attempt. Now the Steelhawks have to put in some extra effort to get it down the floor. Highland sends it through for Osborne. His shot sneaks past Patty, but not into the net. Illegal substitution called on the play now. So Whitby's going to get a power play to work with, down 2, 13 minutes to play in the third quarter. Pfeiffer walks it into the zone, finds Goodchild. Goodchild and Ferris working off one another on one side of the floor. Now back up top it goes. Pfeiffer winding, sending it through. Goodchild just misses that one. Osborne still able to scoop it up. 10 seconds on the shot clock. Ferris fakes, sends it up top. Behind the back pass, that one catches the post and gets up to center. Held in at the line by Pfeiffer. Great shot there from Trent Boyd, just missed the mark. Now Boyd gets it back. He finds Osborne for Goodchild. Back through the seam and up top it goes. Boyd trying to work one to the side of the net. That one missing Ferris. Now Boyd for Osborne. Back across the seam. Picked up by Boyd. He sends one off the glass. That's going to bounce all the way down the floor. 1:07 left to go in the penalty kill for the Bears, as they've got possession in the offensive zone. A lot of time on the shot clock to work with here and try and kill this off, as they're controlling it now. Six seconds on the shot clock. The Bears just fire one towards the net. That gets on net. 40 seconds on the power play. Back the other way for the Steelhawks as Ferris trots up the floor. Ferris and Goodchild work it back up top for Pfeiffer. Pfeiffer works it left to right before it gets sent through the seam and back into the possession of Pfeiffer. Now Goodchild sends it through. That pass broken up by the Bears. It's sent across center. The shot clock expires. Great effort from Anthony D'Amico to break up that test from the Steelhawks offense. And we're back to 5-on-5 now, with Skate Abrams controlling the ball for the Bears. He works to the outside, spins off a check, sends it into the middle, and the Steelhawks are able to take it back. They've got numbers up the floor. Driving and kicking it back. Boissonneau scores for the Steelhawks, and it's 6-5. Rowan Kelly finding Matt Boissonneau, getting back onto the play, and he makes no mistake. McIntosh and Peroni on the draw. Peroni's going to come up with it and just head up floor. Osborne with Goodchild. Osborne scores. All tied up at 6s with 10:33 to play in the third. Six different goal scorers for the Whitby Steelhawks. Possession award to Whitby off the draw. Goodchild works it up the right side of the floor. And takes a peek to see who's coming in for support. Lidstone sends it in deep. Osborne driving top corner. And Whitby has a lead. Second of the game for Liam Osborne. 7-6 now. Battle off the draw on Ferris. Ends up being the one who grabs possession. The Steelhawks get their changes in as Ferris trots it into the zone. The Bears setting up, awaiting pressure. Back into the corner, Ferris sends it through the seam. Down low and into the hands of Brett Harrison. His shot handled by Patty. Now the ball sent up the floor. Dan Kratowski has a man driving in deep. That's Dallin Burning. Burning works it back up top into the hands of Dylan Gillespie. Gillespie looking through the seam. It's picked up, and that shot bounces out of play. Highland forces his way across center. Kicks it back to Goodchild. And now it's in the hands of Cody Hamley. Hamley drops it off into the corner. Back up top it goes, Jeff Fernandez. Works it to the far side, and it's sent down low once again. Through the seam, disrupted by a Bear stick. Now a battle for the ball at center floor. It's sent across the line by Dane Kettle. Good hustle there to force the ball out of the zone. Now Whiteford sends it into the corner and trots to the far side. Cutting it down low is Patterson. Patterson looking up top. That pass missing the mark. Hustling onto the ball are the Steelhawks. And now Osborne up top. Ferris, his shot handled by Patty. A battle for the rebound now. It goes up top for Pfeiffer. Full 30 to work with for the Steelhawks. Down low for Osborne. He ducks in, pulls back, and looks up top where he finds Harrison. It's now played up top by Joel Lidstone. He sends it down low for Ferris. That shot misses. Now a bouncing ball being battled for. It's into the hands of the Bears. 8 minutes to play in the third quarter. 7-6 the score as the Steelhawks lead the Bears. The Bears have controlled the score clock for the duration of the game up until recently. Now Peroni sends it for Edwards. Edwards in solo, so he has to turn back and find Goodchild, then head off for a change. Work down low for Fernandez. Jeff Fernandez sends it up top and then cuts into the middle. Now Lidstone across the zone. Shot grazes the crossbar and the shoulder of Patty before it's picked up by the Steelhawks, but possession given to the Bears. That pass misses the mark as Anthony Patterson can't handle it. He's going to race back onto the ball to try and win it back, but the Steelhawks successfully collect it and play it forward. Quinn Highland skips into the zone, inching forward. Plays it across. Osborne darting into the corner. One-handed pass goes up top for Ferris. Behind the back shot stopped by Patty. Rebound controlled by Whitby, and they score again. Just good pressure there, and Brett Harrison comes up with his second of the game, making it 8-6. McIntosh and Boissonneau. McIntosh loses his stick, but he keeps on working. Possession given to the Steelhawks, and they'll drive it forward. Ferris scrambling to contain that pass. Now he's got it. He plays it up top for Rowan Kelly. Kelly for Joel Lidstone. Lidstone plays it towards the boards, then sets a screen. Into the middle. That shot catches the post and bounces up into the air. Hits the rafters. Whitby possession. Nikolai Ferris. As a man up top, he'll find him. That's Trent Boyd. Boyd sends it to Lidstone. Lidstone with space. He kicks it off, and that shot catches the post as well. That was Devin Pfeiffer firing one towards the net. Here's D'Amico. Crossing center and leaving it for Gates Abrams. Abrams plays it towards the boards and gets it back at the top of the house before working it in behind the net. Abrams drives, and a good effort there from Lucas Beaver to circle around to the top of the crease and get a shot off, but Caleb Martin stands tall. Up back the other way, it's Cody Hamley. He scores! Hamley buries one in transition. 9-6 now as Whitby's ahead by 3. Turning of the tide in this one as the Steelhawks have controlled the second half. 6 unanswered for Whitby. And we're going to take a quick break on a timeout from the Ohsweken Bears. (9-6) the score. Off of a timeout from the Ohsweken Bears. They grab possession briefly, but Whiteford sent down to the floor. Some hard checking from Adam Peroni, and he works it back the other way. Now up top, that shot blocked. Solid effort there from Blake Dunford to get in the way of that one. Now back up the floor come the Bears. That shot handled by Martin. A huge collision in the high slot as well as Osborne is tangled up with Whiteford now, and a goal while all that was going on. My apologies, I wasn't even paying attention to where the ball was at that point in time, but Dane Kettle jumps on top of a loose ball with 3 bodies laying in the slot and puts one home. So that makes it 9-7. Or Kane Kettle, rather. Coming up with the ball off the draw, it's Henry. He kicks it back to Krotowski, who's going to stride up the floor and take some space, send it into the middle. But Waylon Abrams can't get a shot off. Now Whitby picks it up. Sent back into possession of Joel Lidstone. He works his way up the floor. He's going to move it forward. That pass just a little bit behind Rowan Kelly. Now bouncing around the zone, and the Bears have it once again. They'll work it forward. Sent towards the boards. Worked up top into possession of Kolodka. Tyler Kolodka sends it back in deep as he drives in behind the net. That shot stopped by Martin. That was labeled for the short side. Here's Quinn Highland. 4 minutes to play here in the third quarter. 9-7 the score as Whitby leads the way over Ohsweken. Highland floats one across the zone. Looks for it in return. Now picked up by Harrison. Underhand shot. That one stopped by Patty. And the Bears control the rebound. Patty. Short pass finds Kieran Costello. And Costello has Abrams, who just drops it off and then keeps on forcing his way into the zone. A lot of moving parts here as Abrams picks it up. Shot stopped by Martin as he squeezes that left side of the net. Now it's brought up the floor by Nikolai Ferris. Ferris sends one through the seam, gets it right back at the top of the house, back into the corner it goes. Lidstone, swim move, drives towards the net, bounces out of his possession. Osborne now battling to try and pick it up. The fight continues in the corners. Lidstone finds Osborne. Osborne checked closely by Blake Dunford and separated from the ball. Dunford been strong all night in the defensive zone. Patterson works it into the corner. Pass sent towards net. That bounces over the Bears player, and the Steelhawks pick it up. Pfeiffer misses that pass. Now Patterson stands tall as he takes a hit, but then keeps moving up the floor and keeps on driving through a man. Anthony Patterson. Check closely. Cuts through two players. Gets a shot stopped by Martin. And now it's Whitby ball, but some disagreements going on after the whistle. It's Waylon Abrams having a chat with Scott Edwards. Riley McKinnon in the mix as well. .216 to go here in the third. A couple of penalties coming up. Looks like it's going to be 4-on-4. And we'll keep our eye on the scoreboard potentially for a double minor. Yeah, it looks like it's going to be a 5-on-4 in favor of the Steelhawks. Extra penalty going against the Bears. Goodchild works to give and go up top. He switches off with Pfeiffer. That pass catching a stick and bouncing into the corner. Ferris takes a few swats but manages to hold on to the ball. Played up top. Underhand shot stopped by Patty, and he'll just cover up the rebound and look up the floor. Whitby ball there. A minute 27 to go in the power play. Goodchild. Holding it in the corner, sends it across. Now Pfeiffer. Down low for Ferris. We'll wait and see when things start to go in motion for the Steelhawks. Let's keep on inching forward and trying to catch the far post there. Was Tyler Goodchild just missing the mark. 6 seconds on the shot clock. Behind the back pass from Pfeiffer finds Joel Lidstone, who makes no mistake. The 10th goal of the game for the Steelhawks, and it's 10-7, a power play marker for Joel Lidstone. Minute 16 to play in the third quarter. Bossino and McIntosh step in for the draw once again. Bossino jumping the gun a little bit and winning that draw. Now Whitby setting things up offensively. Quick give and go shot from Boyd. That's stopped by Patty. Now the ball brought to center by Krotowski. Takes a peek back and finds Gates Abrams. His underhand shot is blocked up top. by Darius Anderson. And now Ferris looks back up top. Finds Lidstone. Osborne for Lidstone. He shoots and scores. Third of the game for Lidstone. Makes it 11-7 Steelhawks. Peroni and McIntosh here. Didn't quite catch what play was blown dead for there. Looks like another penalty is going against misconduct and a player being sent home. That's Waylon Abrams being removed from the equation this evening. Making a good amount of noise from the penalty box there was Abrams. So we're 5-on-5 here. 30 seconds to go in the quarter. And the Bears come up with the ball. Krotowski plays it forward. That pass misses the mark. Now it's Goodchild. And I believe Whitby was trying to call a timeout. It looks like they were able to do so, so Whitby timeout. We'll be right back with more. All right, 22 seconds to play in the quarter. Back in action after the Steelhawks timeout. Osborne controlling it down low. Extra attacker on the floor for Whitby. They'll let things run down a little bit before they try a play out. Ferris sends it into the corner. Things in motion now as they inch towards the net. Sent across the seam. That's stopped by Patty. Great attempt there from Trent Boyd, but that'll do it for the third quarter. Whitby leads 11-7. The fourth quarter of action coming up next between the Steelhawks and the Bears. (11-7) the score as the Whitby Steelhawks lead the Ohsweken Bears. We are underway here in the fourth quarter. Whiteford works it into the corner. A chance in front, but they can't get a shot off. That was Dylan Gillespie trying to work that quick stick opportunity. Now brought up the floor by the Steelhawks. It's Bossino circling the wagons and finding Osborne. Osborne with speed, working it in deep and playing it back up top for Lidstone. Lidstone has a hat trick tonight. Back down low and turning a little bit too early was Rowan Kelly. And a huge hit from Osborne as he sends a man down to the floor, but the pass still gets off. As Beaver able to make the play, but Osborne launched him into the boards. Now Highland plays it across. Lidstone into the corner. Osborne drives now. Works it back up top. Misses Lidstone, however. Over and back called on the play. Gates Abrams finds a man in space. That's Dallin Burning. Now it's brought back the other way by the Steelhawks. Rushing it up the floor quickly. Now setting things up. Lidstone fumbles with that pass a little bit. Now he's got it. He turns back and makes a play before heading off for a change. Devin Pfeiffer walks it into the middle of the floor. Swim move, works to the outside, sends it in behind the net. Now pass in front. That one catching Patty off guard, but positioning allows him to make that save. Back the other way. It's Kane Kettle. He drops it off for Kolodka. Kolodka for Abrams. Abrams sends it into the middle, and a behind-the-back save from Caleb Martin. Lucas Beaver saying that one went in, but it did not. What a save from Caleb Martin. Osborne driving, sends that one through that pass, catches Devin Pfeiffer in the cage. Now up top once again, Trent Boyd driving it in deep. Underhand shot stopped by Patty. Twelve and a half minutes to go here in the game. As Krotowski plays it in deep and heads off for a change. Whiteford sends it to his left. Beaver driving in, looking for the return pass. Now a shot from Beavers, handled by Martin, just dropping down on that ball and squeezing it. Poissonneau sends it in deep. A power play coming up here for the Steelhawks. Slowing things down, the bench instructing them to settle as they get the extra runner on the floor. Sent across, that pass missing the mark, and that will draw the whistle. Power play coming up here, 11-7 the score as Whitby leads Ohsweken. 11:50 to play here, and Whitby heading to a power play. Devin Pfeiffer sends it in deep to Goodchild. Goodchild to Pfeiffer. Things in motion already for Whitby on the power play. Goodchild gets a shot stopped by Patty. And the Bears are going to launch it down the floor. Pfeiffer disrupts that. He's got Kettle right on top of him. Kettle doing a great job, solo effort to kill off this penalty. A minute 30 to kill. Driven in deep by Anthony Patterson. He works around to check and right into another one, but he's going to keep on moving forward. The Steelhawks eventually separate him from the ball. Now Osborne back the other way. He's got a man with him. Joel Lidstone kicks it back for Pfeiffer. 1:05 to go on the power play for Whitby. Set up in the offensive zone. Behind the back pass finds Lidstone. He drops it down low for Osborne. Osborne up top for Pfeiffer. Quick give and go. He drives the lane. Shot stopped by Patty. Popping out that right shoulder. Moving that ball into the corner. 45 seconds in the power play now. Pfeiffer with it. Controlling things from the top of the house. Whitby looking for a lane, but the Bears standing steady. Now they set things in motion. Opens up for Lidstone. He's working it across the seam, and no shot there. 27 seconds to kill here for the Bears. Good job from Ferris. Steals it away and drives in. That shot sent wide. The third turnover of the game in that exact same style from Ferris. And it looks like the Bears are going to be able to kill this one off. 5 more seconds to go before we are at 5-on-5. And it's Whiteford finding Abrams. Abrams kicks it back. Underhand shot stopped in front. And the rebound corralled by the Bears. Now Whiteford with a chance. He scores, top corner. James Whiteford takes the pass from Gates Abrams and snaps that one home. Just the second goal of the half for the Bears. As it's now 11-8.
Ohsweken penalty for number 23.
Possession won by the Bears briefly off the draw. Now a battle deep in the Steelhawks territory. John Leclerc comes out with it as he heads up the floor. Into the hands of Rowan Kelly. Quick give and go as Pfeiffer tried to find him on the return. That one broken up. And the Bears will look back the other way. Krotowski sends it through, man streaking, and they score. Anthony Patterson grabs the pass and tucks it home. His second of the contest. That makes it 11-9 with 9:08 to go. A lot of time on the clock, really tight game. Coming up with the ball off the draw is Tyler Goodchild. He sends it in deep, gets it right back. And the player coming off the bench breaks things up. Now Peroni battling with Krotowski, who had a hold of his stick. Krotowski in some discomfort as he was sent down to the floor. Peroni's going to the box, a little bit confused about where the ball was, just kept on digging away at Kent Baker Pritnup. So a power play here for the Bears, down 2 with 8:43 to play. Beaver for Whiteford. Back up top for Patterson. Now it's Gates Abrams working those give and goes. Trying to figure out where the shooting lane's going to be. Now they set things in motion. Sent to the side of the net. Beaver misses that one. Now back the other way come the Steelhawks. It's a chance in all alone for Riley McKinnon. He shoots stopped by Austin Patty. 1:30 on the power play for the Bears. Beaver sends it in deep. Abrams posts it up. Now Whiteford lets things develop, sends it up top. That shot catches the post, and it's dragged out by Caleb Martin as he brings that left pad across. Minute 10 to kill for Whitby as Rowan Kelly controls the ball near center. He's harassed by Kettle as he carries the ball deep into the corner. Looks back up top and finds a man. It's Darius Anderson who leaves it for Bossino. Long range shot will reset the clock, but doesn't really matter as it's brought back the other way by the Bears with 44 seconds on the power play. Whiteford for Abrams. Work a give and go across the floor. Up top it goes. Patterson controlling things from the top of the house. Behind the back pass finds Abrams. He launches one. That's stopped by Caleb Martin. You can feel the arena go quiet every time Gates Abrams launches a shot. Anderson. Shot clock matching the time on the penalty to kill for the Steelhawks at 13 seconds. Whitby trying to generate something shorthanded now. Able to win possession back. Back to even strength now. 6:40 to play. And it's going to be Bears ball. They'll snap it up the floor. Where Whiteford will send it into the corner, missing the mark on that pass, but the Bears still come up with the ball. Loose ball scooped up by Whitby. Now Bossino with speed driving up the floor. He gets chased down. As Beaver getting back in the action to prevent that breakaway. He looks to be in some pain after tripping up as well. Now Osborne tries to send one through. Beaver is doing his best to get in the way of that ball. He's in some serious pain now. He's going to hobble off the floor. Halliday Sends it up top and grabs a change as Kolodka works it towards the boards. Shot misses wide. Rebound bouncing loose now as 3 players battle for it. Whiteford tries to swat it away, but Riley McKinnon comes up with it. Bounces off a man and scores. McKinnon creates some separation with his body and then fires one top corner. 12-9 Whitby with 5:26 to play.
Whitby goal scored by unassisted. McKinnon unassisted.
Ball carried deep into the zone by Anthony D'Amico. He sends it up top for Kratowski. And down low in the corner, just one Bear player down there as they're getting their changes in. They're playing short-handed right now. There we go. Now they get their extra runner on the floor. They score. Unintentionally short-handed with just 4 runners. They were able to score a goal. That was Anthony Patterson snapping it home. So he completes a hat trick. 12-10 the score with 5:02 to play. And the Bears coming out with possession off the, or pardon me, Whitby coming up with possession off the draw. And Peroni sends it across for Ferris. Ferris drops it off into the hands of Pfeiffer. And Pfeiffer sends it across the zone. Picked up, shot from up top. That's handled by Patty. He takes a peek up the floor, has a man heading in all alone. Henry fires one just wide. Rebound controlled by the Steelhawks. They bring the ball up the floor now. It's Trent Boyd. He sends it in deep, gets it right back up top. Boyd across the zone. Back into the corner for Osborne. Osborne circles the wagons, carries it up top, and then drives it in deep. Whitby doesn't get a shot off, and a penalty coming up here as well. They'll try and get a shot with the clock about to expire, and Osborne's got to fire one in the next half second. Can't do so, but a power play coming up with 4:06 to go for the Steelhawks. A couple of notes brought our way from Greg Linton from the Steelhawks organization today. Jeff Fernandez is sitting at 49 career goals. 1 away from 50. He's 18 points away from 150 on the career as well. Trent Boyd 9 points away from 150 on the career. And Cody Hanley now 7 points away from 50 career points with the Steelhawks on a power play now. Pfeiffer works it down low. That pass mishandled just a little bit, but still recovered by the Steelhawks. Pfeiffer for Osborne. He fires one just high. Ball bounces up in the air, controlled by the Bears. They've got 1:35 to kill. It's Kratowski. Runs into some traffic and drops it off. The Steelhawks bring it back the other way. A slight lead here, 12-10 the score with 3:30 to play, 1:23 on the power play. Pfeiffer. He'll control things from the top of the house on this power play. Working some give and goes, now backing off, looking for a shooting angle. Sends it up top. Goodchild works it down low, and the shot from Boyd is handled by Patty. Now Whitby grabs the rebound. It's Ferris. He sends it back up top for Lidstone. For Pfeiffer. Work down low, 50 seconds remaining in the power play. Pfeiffer drops it off. Shot soaked up by Sturgis Sundown. Bounces into the corner where it's controlled by Whitby once again. Up to the top of the house, Pfeiffer. He steps in, takes a look, shoots. Tries to get that one around traffic. It's kicked down by Austin Patty. Now 35 seconds to kill off for the Bears here. They've got to be aggressive, down 2. Anthony D'Amico Sends it in deep. Shot stopped by Caleb Martin. A big save at this stage in the game. As it's sent down the floor into the hands of Trent Boyd. He awaits reinforcements as the Steelhawks get their changes in. Now Joel Lidstone kicks it up top for Devin Pfeiffer. 8 seconds remain in the power play. Pfeiffer sends it into the corner. Looks for it back. He's got it now. Back to even strength. Pfeiffer steps through, sends a pass into the corner. Harrison just misses that one. There's a shot. Stopped by Patty. Now inside 2 minutes, the Bears have got to create some urgency. Blake Halliday sends it in deep, heads off for a change. Now it's Beaver. Glad to see he's okay after, looked like he was in some discomfort after a hard back check earlier. Driving is Gates Abrams. He's forced into the crease, but still gets a shot off before that. Ball recovered by the Bears. Getting out to block that shot was Devin Pfeiffer. Now the ball bouncing around before it's collected by Gates Abrams. 1:15 to play. Full 30 on the clock here for the Bears. Whiteford checked closely by Eddie Faraday. Now going through is Gates Abrams. There's a big save from Caleb Martin. And Gates Abrams not happy with Devin Pfeiffer. Whiteford. Things getting a little bit heated now. With play blown dead, I believe a legal substitution was called. I think it was an illegal substitution called on the play. Yeah. Oh, a penalty shot's going to be called. So Pfeiffer gets a penalty shot out of all of that. And with 1:01 on the clock, a 2-goal lead, Pfeiffer in on a penalty shot. He tries to go far side. Standing tall is Austin Patty. And that keeps the Bears in the game. Bossino and McIntosh. Gets set for the draw. Bossino jumps the gun. So possession awarded to the Bears. And Gates Abrams catches the post, but it bounces down the floor. There's Rowan Kelly. Kelly just trying to kill the clock here. 20 seconds to work with 43 on the clock. It's Goodchild. Just running to space right now, trying to get away from the check. Goodchild sends it across the zone. Boissonneau already getting back on defense as the shot clock expires, but just 23 seconds remain in the game. Now Osborne digging away in the offensive zone. He steals it back, and that could be the game for the Steelhawks as Osborne's going to come out with the ball. And that's going to be a great effort to close things out from Liam Osborne. 2 games on the night as well to go with that solid effort to close out the game. 12-10 will be the final as the Steelhawks defeat the Bears here in Oshawa. Thanks for tuning in. We'll catch you next time. Thanks for watching the Arena Lacrosse League. I'm Dan Malta.